Don't get ridiculous now.
No way, no nights like yard. You will experience a cultural spectacle like never before.
Enough Jamaica's sing thing, me miss. Me not tell you no lie. But when me remember me sweet Jamaica, what a time of me. Bright sunshine, bright blue sea, hilltop kiss in the sky, river sing song, moonshine night. Ay.
What's up, guys? Welcome again to another episode of the Land of My Bird podcast. And as always, I'm super excited, you know what I mean? Me there our episode 12. Yo, we are going good. Wish we did more consistent with it, but as you know, with life and everything, we have to somehow find a way to balance the dream and reality. And it's been a challenge, but I try my best to be consistent as best as possible as I can, you know what I mean? And you know, it's just a joy if you know, say, me I do this and people still tuned in. People still be engaging and, you know, appreciate the content that we create on the Land of My Bird podcast. And it's just a joy. That's me just, it's a joy, you know? But you know, as always, when they see me alone on an episode, you know, we just come to share some thoughts and, you know, share some opinion and stuff. So for this episode, you know, I've been doing a lot of research in terms of with culture, in terms of Jamaica and stuff, you know. But I like to really get in touch with like some historians, like people from we know a lot about with history and know a lot about different occasions along the way of we country from independence till now and stuff. So I've been deeply in, you know, searching for like information and watching a lot of YouTube, you know, the biggest university. And, you know, I stumbled upon what I want to talk about on this episode, which is a documentary about Tivoli Gardens. And this documentary, I have to tell you, it the unexpected, especially about Tivoli and what we know Tivoli as a youth, and you know, but we never realize, you know, the question never arises in our mind, like how was Tivoli created? We just know say Tivoli there, but Tivoli there, and this documentary, you know, about Tivoli kind of tells you the origin and you know what it was meant to do, what Tivoli, the purpose of Tivoli, and what the vision of Mr. Honorable Edward Siago had for Tivoli. And as may I say, it was enlightening, and even some of the part I kind of get excited because there's so much in that documentary where we never privy to in terms of information. And I'm going to put the documentary on the screen so you can go and check it out. I encourage you guys to just find the time and go and check it out and check out this documentary about Tivoli and the origin story, because I feel like a lot of us don't know this origin story. And just to get into some of the stuff this documentary shed its light on is how much of an ecosystem Tivoli was. Like, they had from daycare come to infant to primary to high school, like every stage come up, and the parents them had opportunity to learn a skill and to have a job. Everyone had the access to be trained in whatever skills and stuff. They had recreational football field. Them even explain the difference in the high-rising building and the house them was for sale, and the high-rising building them also rent and stuff, you know. And one of the things that marveled me about this documentary is a whole documentary, you know, me I tell you, but the place just look pretty, bridging. I said, yo, at Tivoli this year, look at me and say, yo, you're just amazed with just the whole origin story. And even Mr. Siago know how proud the man attack. And just the whole idea of, you know, say you provide so much resources and infrastructure in a one community. You know, it just amazing. Like just the whole idea. And even in the documentary, him himself coming like him convinced him save ghetto, like him save poor people. This is something where I go save the people them. And the one of the plan them was also to build that same kind of ecosystem kind of structure format in a many other poor areas. But while me I watch it, I'm get excited and I learn about the origin of Tivoli and stuff. I realize now, I say, yo, something went seriously wrong. Like the idea and what the intention was, like this great, like how it reached from this bright vision. Like if you watch it, I say, yo, this makes sense. How it get from that point to what Tivoli is today. And you know, I'm start really sit back at me and say, you know, that I want a serious question, like what went wrong? And just to see how the man attack, proud, you know, the man say, we're going to ride this out of the rubbles and into a garden. And I say, yo, you know, we don't much for politics and stuff like that, you know, but it different, you know, and me end up venturing that day into like stuff with Norman Manley and, you know, other documentaries, because I feel like there's so much we're not privy to, especially into these kind of aspects of the country where these communities and all these different kind of infrastructures that was, you know, meant to do good, like what happened. And even while me I watch some of the documentaries and, you know, stuff about Jamaica, you even realize even the politics and stuff was different. You know, how the whole approach to the country was different, you know. And this is my interpretation of what I watch. And if you really check it out, like both sides of the government at the time was in competition who can save Jamaica, who can make the better version of Jamaica. That is like what me get from it when me I watch it. Because Norman Manley had his own vision where to lead Jamaica into a better part. And Siaga came with his vision to lead Jamaica in a better part, right? And the competition was on. For Norman Manley now, with the whole Cuba thing, Cuba had come and built 5 facilities in a Jamaica, schools and stuff like that. I'm going to put that on the screen. I don't remember it off at the top of my head. And there was a exchange where as in a lot of Jamaicans can go over there and train for become doctors, lawyers, and get stuff like that, these kind of trainings. But as you know, that did not work out as planned. Monaga give all Jamaicans a blame for that one. We don't say half and half. You know, half of it was that vision wasn't in line with a major powerhouse country. Right? And that never enough for them best interests, for them country. So them intervene however they had intervened, as well done here. And then half of it was carried out by we as the people them, yeah. You get the one more per machine and the pie them, and we add destruction to we country because of whatever reason, boy, I mean I tell you. So that fail, half because of we, half because of another major country wasn't in line with their best interests. And then Siaga now came with his vision with Tivoli. And Tivoli was meant, that structure there, that ecosystem was meant for building and many other communities, for save the people them. But the baby of it all go wrong. Something go wrong from the man, from that point of what the vision was. And it just never fulfilled. And growing up, you hear a lot of people that talk about Siaga destroy the place and stuff, but here's where I disagree after watching this documentary. Before you don't hear that as a youth and I say, yeah, so the America, we not tend to learn and think for ourselves. So after me watch the documentary then now, and remembering people that say, oh, Siaga did this to Tivoli, I did that to Tivoli, I beg to differ. Me not agree anymore, because if you listen to how proud that man was talking about Tivoli and how much the man believe in a way I do and how him convinced him save Jamaica now with this. Me have school, me have this, everything in a one ecosystem. Poor people, all right. It's hard for me now after seeing somebody talk. The man bring the whole of my white friend them, brethren. So it's hard for me feel like a man talks so bossy and high and mighty about something him create where for save him country. It hard now for me believe him go and destroy that. Him go and say, all right, me build up this thing and me bring all of my friends them for bossy and me show the other side opposition say this is how it's done and destroy it and make it come to what it is now. It just don't make sense now after I watch that documentary. For believe these kind of thoughts where talk with people like for Lego about his situation with Tivoli. And if you ever see parents them have them child and the child come like the worst thing go ever been, but at the end of the day, our pitney, despite all them turn out awful and I do one bag of foolishness. But at the end, I still we pitney where we are going to do. I feel like that happened with Mr. Siaga. How it turn out and the world, so much people dead and thing. Rest in peace to him, by the way. But I don't think the man that got him grave happy about how Tivoli turn out for know where the man. Right, when you watch that documentary and hear him talk to where it turn out to, there's no way nobody would feel good for know say that them vision or them see the thing turn out how it turn out. How it go wrong, that are the question we have. But them did in a competition for who can save the country from a positive standpoint. Like who can build the better Jamaica. And even with their approach, differently from crime and violence, it changed. And this is my crazy opinion on what changed. Just follow along with me, right? So whatever happened with Tivoli then happened with Tivoli with the violence and gang and that take over. Me feel like after the government approach was say who can save Jamaica, who can build the better infrastructure, who have the better vision for Jamaica. After that fail, I'ma feel like what fail was when them realize say everything them try to do on a positive scale just fail certain way. And then you had the rise of dance. And then for some strange reason now, the people them love the Dan. We just love the Dan them. Every Dan we have a Dan, we love the Dan, we protect with Dan. And as a government person, you know say your whole career lies on votes and the people. And when you look around and you see say all of the people them know, you can't win them over by a build infrastructure with them. The man as the Dan, him and run the people, them control the people, them mind. Me want the vote. So here what? The man they control the people them give we the vote. Me could start have some agreement with the Dan man them. And I feel like that's where everything's go wrong with the government, because their loyalty is to the vote to keep them in a power. And then they done them of the people them under control certain way. And me remember as a youth, I grew up, yes, he said, to the point where the man them couldn't just come and pay some money to the Dan, and the Dan them beat everybody if you go vote. Yeah, that's what I say. So that was the crazy system we did living like. It did unreal. And them realize, say now, because of the part of the people and where the people are more susceptible with the rules and the governance of dance, them start more go deeper into the kind of transaction that over the years with votes and the politics. And to a point, I feel like them realize, say, it better when the people them need it, and them get used to it in the terms of, you notice no matter how the people them know, say, when a voting time, government are gonna come and spread some money and just get some votes. No matter if you know, it always work, because the people them always a struggle and a suffer. So them always are gonna need the money. And it is as if the whole approach to people just change with that, because if you notice, down to now, even with the dance system, if you see all the artists, if you see any man who say them a top man, it's always the one man we good. The one man we have the money, and the whole heap of people them behind them we don't have it. Right? And it's a form of oppressive control. But people don't really see it, because there's them need the people them for always be needy. Because let me show you something. You see, if every get up, because we have the numbers, poor people have the numbers. And you see, if the people them was to become smarter, more educated and wiser, a lot of people don't be out of power. And there's a saying when we come across, say, people who profit off of your blindness will not teach you how to see. People who profit off of your blindness will not teach you how to see. And down to this day, you will see a lot of people who profit off of them youth blindness, off of the people them blindness. Majority of the youth them we ever see in a violence, brethren. Them just be exploited by somebody who have the power. And you will there on somebody who have money, have resources, but them would rather give a gun than give a job and a skill, because of the same oppressive regime there of the top man and everybody underneath them. There's not a structure or a regime where the whole of we are millionaire, because here it's easier to control you when you're hungry. Me no know if you ever walk and give all a man where struggle, all a grand 5-3 grand, yeah, I'm God, him wash all your car for you and say if you have nothing else to do. Enough people feed off of them kind of stuff there. And it's so sad to see how evil has taken over our community till all the youth them turn upon themselves. It's just sad to see how much people lose them life, how much crime and violence affect so much away. Whole heap of yai water, whole heap of lasses. And for what? Like, I always like sit down and wonder to myself, what is the true potential? Not the potential, what is the true reason for crime and violence in our community? Because me not get it. It not lead to none of our life better. It not lead to none of we youth them a break no generational curse. None of we youth them now prosper in a major way. Or just a few of we escape and we make use of the opportunity and make something of ourselves. But this whole gunman and gangster life thing, it lead to nothing good. It lead to jailhouse. Man are dead in a bush, in a 10 underpants. Man are dead in a gutter. Man dead, family can't bury you. Ratna, where the place the name where them put dead people. In a jail, living at the worst condition them, with rat, man are pissing up bigger buckle. Like, it lead to nothing prosperous. And to this day, I still do not get why is gangster life relevant. There's so much of our history we don't know, we've forgotten, and that's why we're doomed to repeat them all. And that's why everything just a deteriorate, because we now realize all the mistakes and how we're at all of the mistakes and what go wrong in our society. So we keep do the same thing over and over, repeat this terrible cycle, and I destroy ourselves. And at what point we are going to start to realize, say, like, something not right, like, we need some change. And just to see what Tivoli was meant for, bro, and for know, say, so many people never did for suffer. You know, it just put me in a state of mind and me I wonder, like, yo, we need to figure out why all these things went wrong, and we need for, if we are going to implement anything else, we save our country and our people, we need to know what went wrong so we can prevent it the next time something pops up to save us. We can make it come true and we can make it sustain, because we know all of the mistakes and all of the wrong moves that was made before. So we know, say, don't go there, sir, go there, sir now. If you understand what I'm trying to say. But boy, we have so much work to do. But as always, I believe we can do it. We believe we can implement the right set of changes. And that is why I create this program, because we want to ask a tough question them. We want to have the real conversation them. We want to figure out how we can save ourselves, how we can save our youths. Because yo, how we all live, it not normal, brethren. Something it not right. And I really hope along the way we can strike the right conversation and get to the right people. And for we sit down and we talk about the things that matters, and we understand the past so we can create a better future for every Jamaicans, for we youth, for we family. You know what I mean? So I just want to say that is it for my time. Thank you again for tuning in to the Land of My Bird podcast, the podcast for us, the podcast for the country, the podcast for the people, for Jamaicans. You know, keep liking, keep subscribing, go watch the documentary them, and just start wonder like what really are going or what happened, you know. Ask some questions, you know, so we can all figure it out together. But until then, my people, stay safe amongst the evil people them we have to live amongst, and the misguided youth them. And until then, I see you guys on another episode, you know what I mean? Just keep supporting the thing. It means a lot. Super encouraging. Yeah. Take care of yourself. One Jamaica, hear that? Oh.
Yeah, I'm born poor and it's so sad. Had to learn to be a man without a proper dad. Mama always try her best with whatever she have. She really never want none of it bad. This messing up me head, this really hit me met. The whole a man them teach we say the other side fit dead. So we give them copper lead. So much blood we shed, but now me looking back, we've been only killing ourselves. This no normal, none of this no normal, no. so good when we in a school. I know I'm me a cause your funeral. None of this no normal. This can't normal, no, no. So much gun we ever shoot. I kill love promising ghetto youths. Yeah. What if when me scam and make enough million? Instead of buying the rifle, them enough ammunition. Me go invest in a Keisha, she always so brilliant. But her mother so damn poor, she